Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOBH Erika Jayne and Tom Girardi's divorce case may be dismissed. Divorces are complicated. When the man you're divorcing is a geriatric fraudster suffering from dementia and facing 7 years in prison for embezzling millions, things get really messy. That's the unfortunate reality for Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Erika Jayne, whose divorce from Tom Girardi remains in limbo. Ahead of Tom's fraud trial, some legal experts predicted the pair would remain married until death do them part. New legal documents reviewed by attorney Ronald Richards show that the courts are trying to push things forward. The family law judge has finally had enough and told her either get divorced or dismiss your case, Ronald wrote, along with an order from the Superior Court of California. The court order sets a case for order to show cause re. Failure to file dismissal/judgment on August 1, 2025. Essentially, that means the courts are trying to move the process along. Their case can't just sit on hold forever. Previously, one of Erika's lawyers, Jim Wilkes, explained that the divorce remained stagnant because of Tom's inability to defend himself. He also pointed out that there's nothing to fight for in the divorce. It's so easy to say that Erika did this or Erika did that. Erika was left with nothing in her name. Tom has nothing. What he had they found and they liquidated, Jim explained. Meanwhile, Ronald claimed that the lack of progress in the divorce could be for more strategic reasons. He said it could be a ploy to show contrived outrage about the fraud her husband committed. It's a reminder that despite Erika having a comeback in the entertainment industry, there are plenty of people who believe she was aware of the fraud. For next steps in the divorce, we'll have to wait until August 5. At that point, Erika might have to make a decision. She'll have to move forward with trying to divorce her felonious husband or sit back and wait for fate to handle it for her. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is streaming on Peacock and Hulu in the UK and Ireland. In the diamond-encrusted universe of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, few stars have burned as brightly or as controversially as Erika Jayne. With platinum blonde hair, towering stilettos, and a voice that purred with pop star flair, Erika was a force to be reckoned with. But behind the designer gowns and catchy club hits like XXP and $IV, there was always a shadow. The enigmatic, powerful, and ultimately disgraced legal titan, Tom Girardi. Their story had all the makings of a Hollywood epic: glamour, ambition, betrayal, and a fall from grace so dramatic it could have been scripted. Erika Jayne, born Erika Chahoy in Atlanta, had long aspired to the limelight. A former cocktail waitress with dreams of fame, she moved to LA and eventually met Tom Girardi, a man 33 years her senior but immensely accomplished. Tom was a legal legend, known for his work in high-profile cases, including the one that inspired Erin Brockovich. He wasn't just rich, he was respected, feared, and adored in legal circles. When Erika married Tom in 1999, she stepped into a world of unimaginable privilege. Their Pasadena estate was a monument to old-world luxury, opulent, eccentric, filled with museum-grade artifacts and showgirl sparkle. But Erika was not content to be a trophy wife. Reinventing herself as Erika Jayne, she launched a music career complete with sexy dance videos, flashy performances, and a stage persona that felt like a cross between Madonna and Marilyn Monroe. If either had a legal team on retainer, Pretty Mess wasn't just an album title, it was a philosophy. Erika's carefully curated messiness made her a standout on RHOBH. She was both aloof and vulnerable, cold and captivating. She refused to cry, and when she did, it was in glittering mascara tears that never quite touched her cheeks. She was that asterisk titch, but also, somehow, just a girl who'd clawed her way into a man's world. Fans couldn't decide if she was empowering or elusive. Maybe both. Then came the collapse. In 2020, the illusion cracked. Tom Girardi was accused of embezzling millions from vulnerable clients, widows, burn victims, orphans, It was not just a scandal, it was a moral implosion. The man once considered a legal crusader was suddenly accused of preying on those he was meant to protect. And Erika. She filed for divorce just weeks before the lawsuits exploded, claiming she had no knowledge of his alleged crimes. The Bravo sphere erupted. Was Erika complicit? Or just collateral damage in Tom's house of cards? On RHOBH, the women were split. Some rallied around her, while others asked the hard questions. What did you know, and when did you know it? Erika's icy composure began to falter. The glam squad still showed up, but the narrative shifted. Suddenly, her $40,000 a month lifestyle felt obscene. And yet Erika remained, defiant, sharp, bruised, but not broken. She didn't hide. She showed up to reunions in latex and lace, ready to face the court of public opinion. Maybe not always apologetic, but always aware that silence would be her undoing. "I've been down," she said once on camera, "but I'm not out." By the time Erika Jayne strutted across the marble floors of her mansion in stilettos that cost more than some people's cars, she had already lived a dozen lives. Her platinum blonde hair, curled just right, bounced with every step. The closet was still filled with glittering versus catsuits and racks of wigs in every shade of fantasy. She adjusted a diamond ring that caught the morning light. And for a moment, it caught her breath too. Because that ring was a ghost. Tom had given it to her during their 10th anniversary dinner, seated at a quiet table at Spago, their laughs echoing under soft chandeliers. He was the titan back then. Tom Girardi, courtroom legend, king of the contingency case. He had taken on giants, defended victims, and walked out victorious with checks that would fund entire wings of hospitals. He was more than a husband to Erika. He was the portal into a world she had only imagined back when she was cocktail waitressing in New Jersey and doing community theater in Pasadena. He believed in Erika, the persona, the pop star alter ego, the fierce stage queen belting dance anthems in latex and sky-high heels. He paid for the music videos, the glam squad, the world tour, the XXP and $IV lifestyle. In return, Erika brought sparkle, youth, unpredictability. She made his world feel young again. But diamonds have edges, and money is rarely clean. Erika remembered the first time she felt something shift. It wasn't a lawsuit or a scandal. It was a silence. A dinner where Tom forgot to ask her how her day was. A missed birthday. A cooling of the warmth that had once felt invincible. He's under stress, she told herself. Lawyers burn out. He's got pressure. But something more sinister was coiling under the surface. Years later, the headlines would scream. Tom Girardi accused of embezzling millions from widows and orphans. RHOBH star Erika Jayne dragged into legal firestorm. But that morning, in her massive home where the echo of emptiness had grown louder, Erika was still just piecing things together. The money was different now. Questions were starting to be asked. And Tom, usually unshakable, began to forget. Not just court dates or case names. He forgot conversations, repeated himself, slipped into confusion, then irritation. I'm losing him, she thought. But what terrified her more was the growing suspicion that maybe she had never truly known him. The public wanted a villain. They wanted to believe Erika was a blonde trophy wife draped in couture, gleefully complicit in financial ruin. After all, how could someone spend $40,000 a month on glam and not know something was rotten? But Erika, sharp as the stilettos she wore, insisted again and again. I didn't know. I really didn't know. And maybe she didn't. Or maybe she didn't want to. That was the line Erika Jayne danced, between guilt and denial, between glitter and grief. On the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she was fierce, vulnerable, explosive. One week crying in confessional, mascara tracking down her cheeks. The next week hurling icy stares across candlelit dinner tables at castmates daring to question her version of the truth. The story of Erika Jayne and Tom Girardi is no longer just tabloid fodder or Bravo's ratings rocket. It's a fable of 21st century America, Wealth, fame, justice, image, a potent cocktail. They were never equals in the traditional sense, but perhaps that imbalance was part of the spell. The brilliant older man and the glittering younger muse, but spells, like facades, eventually wear off. In recent years, Erika's pivot has been almost Shakespearean, from the defiant diva to the disillusioned widow of an empire. She returned to the stage in Vegas, built a residency around survival and scandal. Bet it all on blonde, it was called Self-Aware. A little tragic, very on brand. She sang and danced beneath neon signs while headlines still questioned her innocence. As for Tom, his story seems to be closing behind locked courtroom doors, a shadow of himself, legally incapacitated, perhaps too unwell to truly face the consequences. For victims, justice may feel incomplete. And still Erika remains, fighting lawsuits, reinventing herself, refusing to disappear. She is a woman who built a career on control, and now lives in the eye of a storm she says she didn't create. Maybe that's the ultimate performance, one where the mask never quite slips, even when the spotlight sears.